We shall now move towards preamble of the Indian Constitution, a bare reading of which says that we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure all to its citizens justice, social, economic, political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of the status and opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of individual and the unity and the integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. So, the preamble to an act sets out the main objectives which the legislation is intended to achieve. In Berubari's case, the Supreme Court held that the preamble was not a part of the Constitution and therefore it could never be regarded as the source of any substantive powers. Such powers are expressly granted in the body of the Constitution. But in Keshwanand Bharati's case, the Honorable Supreme Court rejected the above view and held that the preamble is a part of the Constitution. Justice Sikri observed that it seems to me that the preamble of our Constitution is of extreme importance and the Constitution should be read and interpreted in the light of the grand and noble vision expressed in the preamble. The preamble serves the basic functions as it indicates the source from which the Constitution arrives, that is, we, the people of India. It contains the enacting clause which brings into force the Constitution, and further it declares the great rights and freedoms which the people of India intended to secure to all citizens, and the basic type of government and polity which was to be established. Here we have to be specific about the type of democracy that India has. Well, we see that there can be two types of democracies, direct and indirect. A direct democracy is where the legal and the political sovereignty rests in the hands of the people. The best example is Switzerland. And in the form of indirect democracy, it is the representatives of the people who exercise the power of legislation as well as political sovereignty. The adults above the age of 18 years has the right to vote and choose their representatives who carry on the business of the government. India has the representative or the indirect form of democracy.